What's going on, folks? Boosted77. I had a couple guys wonder about the functionality in the second-gen MAF translator's ability to adjust timing on the Mitsubishi Starion. So as you can see, this is a Mitsubishi Starion here. It's not like a Eclipse or anything. The second-gen MAF translator, or at least the first-gen MAF translator, initially was designed for the first-gen Eclipse, but since a lot of the sensors and the ECU is somewhat similar, a lot of guys have actually gotten this unit to work on the Mitsubishi Starion, which was the predecessor to the first-gen Eclipse. Let me go ahead and hop in and start it up and just make some timing adjustments on it to show you that it does in fact adjust timing. I do run a top-end performance 274 cam, so by default I do need to run more timing than you do on a stock cam. So let me go ahead and start it up. See there, it idles at around 850, 750 RPM, which isn't too bad. Let me go ahead and make some adjustments. I'm going to go ahead and lower the timing on it to show you that it'll lower the RPM, which means it is adjusting timing. That's 15.5 degrees. That's 15 degrees there. The vehicle will barely even idle. Let me go ahead and bring it back up to 16 and let it stabilize. I'm going to go ahead and go up to about 23 degrees. The vehicle has a hard time to idle. That's 17. You see it picked it up to about 1,000 RPM. 17.5, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. The vehicle will barely even idle at this point. So let me go ahead and back it back down to 16. That's 16 degrees right there. It adjusts it now at idle because I haven't set the range for the load. Once you set the load, it will not adjust the timing until it comes to a certain load, whatever the load you set it at which you set it, I should say. So as you can see, the second-gen MAF translator does in fact adjust timing. Let me put it on a sensor monitor page real quick, and I'll show you guys a couple other things that this thing does. Yeah, I need to put the camera down for just 1 second. Change pages. At the sensor monitor page, there's the RPM reading on it right there, which I got correct. I had to run a wire out to the distributor. This is essential if you want to really be able to use or to run your standard wideband properly. I haven't yet installed this, I just got it. It's your standard AEM Yugo 5-in-1 wideband. Once you hook the RPMs up, you can set your desired air-fuel ratio, and per RPM, which is adjusted between 2,000, 2,500, 3,000, etc., all the way up to 8,000, it'll hold your desired AFR, which is pretty cool. Let me change pages here, or I can just change it with this right here. There's load. See, I haven't set my load range yet, so it's sensing a load now. If I were to set it to a higher load, then it would not adjust the timing, it won't adjust fuel, it won't do all sorts of things, but I have it set at 0 right now, so basically it's adjusting it no matter whether I'm revving it or if I'm driving or whatever it might be. So you also, as you can see, you can run an EGT gauge on this thing, which is pretty neat. I don't have an EGT gauge, so it just stays at 0, of course. Put that back down. There's airflow in, voltage in. Those are some other settings in the translator itself that I won't get into on this video. There's hertz in, hertz out, user tune, TPS voltage, O2 voltage, which also has to do with your standard narrow band. need a better ground on that, I think. Let me see. Wideband correction. Spark advance. There's spark advance right there. See, as you can see, it does it incrementally. It doesn't actually adjust 16, 16 and a half, 17, 17 and a half. It gradually works its way into whatever you set it. So if you set it, because it only starts at 2,000 RPM, if you set the timing at 16, it'll start at 16, and say you set the timing at 17 degrees at 3,000 RPM, it won't jump directly to 17 degrees. It'll work its way into it, which is pretty neat. So it gradually grows from your timing setting on 1 RPM to a different timing setting on a different RPM, which is pretty cool. I hope this helps some guys out who are wondering about whether or not it does adjust timing. As you can see, it does. I can set everything from input voltages, or I'm sorry, yeah, incoming voltages from the MAF. You can hook a MAP. You can hook a MAP sensor up to it, a wideband, and you can monitor all sorts of things on it. You know, as you got spark here, there's auxiliary voltage, EGT, battery voltage. I like that one because I run a high-powered stereo system, so it helps me to keep an eye on my voltages. Voltage 1 out, voltage 2 out, enrich. Off idle fuel. These two are actually duplicates of each other. So you can watch whatever you want. You can have 2 lines of text to watch either side of them. If you want to watch, say, your air-fuel ratio and your timing, you can set it to watch that. It's pretty cool. On the Mitsubishi Starion, it's been a great upgrade. I need to take it to a dyno and get it tuned properly, but as it is now, it runs like a scalded dog. And if you're thinking about getting the 2nd Gen MAF translator, go for it. I've been real happy with it, man. So thank you guys for watching, and see you around StarQuest Club. Or you can see me on StarQuest Club on Boosted77. If you have any questions on how to hook up a 2nd Gen MAF translator to a Starion, hit me up on YouTube, or you can find me on StarQuestClub.com. There's a write-up on there that I wrote for installing a 2nd Gen MAF translator on a Starion. It's underneath the engine and performance mods section on StarQuestClub.com.